Hey, welcome, friends.
Hi.
Here we are, back from our trip to the Southwest and our Southwest tour.
Yes.
But you're going to have to tune in for a separate video for that. We plan on doing a rundown here in the next week or so.
Old-fashioned slideshow.
We'll do some pictures and maybe a video or two of some of the things
We've done some posts with some pictures.
On our trip. We had a really great trip.
Fantastic.
Suffice to say.
So good meeting everybody.
But we're back recording our first Sunday shout out since then, and we're going to talk about that. This week we are doing Birdsong.
Birdsong by the Grateful Dead.
By the Grateful Dead. This is a redo for us. It's probably one of my more favorite Grateful Dead songs.
It's really beautiful. It's a little bittersweet for me because Russ did the original. He sang and I sang harmony on the first time that we did this as a shout out. So it's a little bittersweet, kind of putting some of the things in the rear view as opposed to, it just is. It is part of the grieving process.
It is. We're moving on.
It's a beautiful song, though. They dedicated
Birds
it to...
have been a very big thing.
Yeah, for real.
For us. And
super big.
We're actually writing 2 songs about birds currently.
Birds. Yep. Maybe 3.
As a lot of you know, birds showed up at our property this past year.
Yep.
And the birds have a lot to do with transition. And one of the things about this song that I don't know if you know, but it's actually written as a tribute and memorial to Janis Joplin.
Yep. And then when Jerry Garcia passed, they changed the word. Phil sang in him.
Phil kind of adopted
something. Yeah, like with a bird within him sang rather than her. Yes, to be a tribute to Jerry.
Yeah.
So this could be our tribute to Russ too.
Yeah, it can be that as well. And I just think it has a beautiful guitar melody, and it has great lyrics. Songs about. I like how it touches upon the beauty of life is in transition.
It is. It really is. And the thing is, with so many people, change is the most difficult thing, but also the best thing once we get to the other side of it. So we don't understand the scary bits are the unknown bits. We don't know what's on the other side of our transition in life and afterlife.
And it's always been something that I've thought about throughout my life at different periods. Would life be beautiful if it never ended? Would you be able to see the beauty in it?
I think it would be beautiful in different ways. I do think that the valleys are precious because of the mountains and vice versa. I think that the highs and lows, because we feel things so deeply in both spaces, they make each other beautiful.
Yeah.
Very yin and yang sort of a, I guess, thought.
It is.
It's balance. It's...
My mind won't get off of we have to share what we're drinking today.
Yeah,
because
I know.
It is something from our trip. So
we have to give credit where credit is due. We ate at this place in Flagstaff, Arizona.
Flagstaff, Arizona.
The place is called Fat Bagels. I love a good bagel. Anybody who knows me knows I love a donut, and I love a bagel
also,
too.
Anybody from Middle Tennessee that knows a good bagel place, drop the name in the comments, because
we have a hard time finding.
We have not found good bagels since we lived here in 20 years.
So this place had good bagels, and they had bagel sandwiches and all this. Well, Dave really enjoys.
I've always liked
Earl Grey tea.
I've been an Earl Grey tea guy since
I like it too.
Years.
I like it too, but coffee is generally my preferred drink. But they had something there at Fat Bagels called...
making you a convert?
Well, I do enjoy this. It's called the Flagstaff Fog Lifter, which I thought was so creative. But
it looks like fog on top of it.
It does. That's what it's so... But it's got a little touch of caffeine in it. So it's Earl Grey tea, vanilla. We use vanilla syrup because it's got a bit of sweetness to it. And steamed milk, but I don't do a steamer. I have a frother, so we're using like frothed milk,
which is very similar.
It's warmed and frothed.
It's very similar to what we served.
And I do just a touch of honey in it too, because that honey has like a little bit deeper flavor than just the sugar sweetness. So
y'all go make yourself a Flagstaff
Fog
Lifter.
It's very nice.
Enjoy the shout out with us this week.
Yeah.
And enjoy the coffee or the tea rather.
Yeah.
if you have the Earl Grey, you're gonna have to mix it up because it's it's really good. I like Earl Grey plain also with
I do
no
too.
sweetener and just by itself.
And with honey and
I think it must be the bergamot. I don't know.
No, if you have ever had Earl Grey infused with lavender, chef's kiss. Amazing. Yeah. I might like this that way with the lavender. Oh, so nice. Good. So nice. Well, we veered far off topic. Bird Song, I think, is a beautiful song, and it makes me think of actual bird song, waking in the morning to the trill of a mockingbird or the little clucks of our chicken babies. Like,
I think that the part of this song that actually reminds me of birds is actually the guitar riff.
It did me too. That's exactly what I think of, and I think that it was purposeful that way.
I think that with all the birds coming in and out of our lives this year, I've paid more attention to flocks of birds and their murmurations, and I've actually translated that into my guitar soloing. It's been an inspiration to the way that I play solos. I think of like little flurries of notes as murmurations, and how oftentimes they repeat the same pattern but differently, or they invert and repeat, and I think that it might sound interesting to some people or maybe even curious, but I think in the last year musically I've been the most inspired by birds, by the murmuration of birds and the noises of birds.
I think that nature really is inspirational altogether. Like, just having been off this trip where we saw much of nature, just sort of reconnecting, unplugging from some of the regular things in our life and reconnecting with a lot of natural things in a foreign landscape. Just beautiful and lovely. And it led me to see how adaptive humans are, which loops back around to transitions and change and embracing change and transitions. So
speaking of change, that was our full-fledged first Cosmic Cowgirl tour.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be our last because it was very successful. People loved what we brought.
So much fun.
And we've been invited back literally every place we played on the tour. So we had a lot of fun, and we will catch up with you soon, I think.
Yeah. So much love to you. Till we see you next week. Like, also go watch Birdsong tomorrow for the Sunday shout out. If you're here from the Sunday shout out, you're time travelers too. Welcome.
And you can go check it out still.
Yeah. And you guys be kind to each other, live your most vibrant life, embrace those transitions, and we'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week.